welcome. I'm Erin. You remember me, I'm that girl from Hygeia Home Health on Two Blue Chairs. Well, today I'm honored to welcome Allison Tuson. She is our Director of Nursing here at Hygeia Home Health. And we're going to learn a little bit about what she does here. But first, Allison, welcome.
Thanks, Erin. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm so glad you could be on Two Blue Chairs with us.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Allison.
So, I'm a mother of two. I'm a wife, a nurse, the Director of Clinical Services here at Hygeia. I just always knew nursing was my passion ever since I was young. So, started out kind of at the bottom, as a CNA in a nursing home back probably when I was 16.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and just kind of kept climbing the ladder from there. So,
Yeah?
Here I am.
What do you do as a Director of Clinical Services here? I say Director of
What
Nursing, but she's
don't
more than just that.
I do. Let's see. A little bit of everything. Wherever the team needs help, I'm there. I have a great support system, so that's always very helpful. A lot of education, a lot of just making sure that our processes are staying in place so we can optimize everything that we have to have great patient outcomes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So speaking of great patient outcomes, we are a 5-star agency and we're pretty darn proud of that.
Good job, guys.
Not a lot of 5-star agencies out there.
Yeah,
But,
it's very exciting.
That being said, what does it take for an agency to become a 5-star agency?
We hire those people who care about what they do to provide that great patient care out in the community. They're compassionate, so it's easy. It's really easy here at Hygeia to be able to get there. Some education, but other than that, we do what we do best and what we love to do.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's true. So I know we were chatting a little bit earlier and you told me you have some great examples of what people have said about our agency.
I do.
You want to share a couple of those with us?
Absolutely. We get a lot of calls or emails, whether it be from patients or patients' family members. Even some doctor's offices call us and give us the kudos, or the staff the kudos. So yeah, I do have a few. Will not use patient names for HIPAA issues.
I understand.
But this is from CW. She is a former patient of ours. It says, "Dear friends at Hygeia, this is just a note to thank you on how excellent your help is in providing." Nona was first contact. She's very professional and caring. Her therapist, Carlene and Sean, were wonderful. The best medical staff we could ever offer. Bravo. And she's so grateful.
And we hear these every day from patients. We are so honored and blessed to be in a place in time where, I'm just a marketer and I get calls from my patients. But I have that passion. As you know, we're taking care of my own mom, and I have that passion for what we do. I'm not afraid to share it. Mm-hmm. She tells me to tell people, so I'm not breaking any HIPAA laws. But she, loves what we do here, and we really touch people. What's another example of something people have said?
So this one is from an AM. She stated that Nona, Tara, and Debbie were truly remarkable, and it was so nice to work with staff that love what they do. She said that she shared this information with Dr. Prower and told them how fantastic our services were. It is because of this that this 91-year-old woman can now enjoy her pool again.
Oh, I love hearing that.
Yeah, it's definitely a breath of fresh air and rewarding to get these calls.
Yeah, and in a time like this where so many people are so afraid, we get tested every 2 weeks, sometimes even more often. And when we are tested, we're tested, so that's why we're not sitting here with masks on, because we know we're okay. We're very safe here. But that's something that people that are 91 years old, some of them are afraid to leave their homes.
Certainly.
And just having us come in and help them gives them that ease of, peace of mind and helps them through their day. I know Debbie is a lot of people's favorite. I know you have a lot of those for Debbie. Debbie is amazing, and Nona.
She is.
I know a lot of those are Nona as well. She's fantastic too.
Yeah, we have a really great staff here at Hygeia. One that I'm very proud of and happy to be a part of.
Me too. Is there another one?
Yeah, we have one for Steve and Carlene and Sean and Iris from Mr. and Mrs. R. they're far superior above all other agencies. They have great communication, great skill, show interest in their patients, and they were very kind.
That's awesome. Now, I heard some new names in that one. Steve, he's our speech therapist.
As our speech therapist,
We
yes.
hear a lot of great things about Steve. You want to explain a little bit about what a speech therapist can do?
So Steve, being a speech therapist, not only works with patients that have some difficulty swallowing, but also some cognitive issues. He's able to build in some interventions within their care plan to help them navigate through everyday life. He's had some great outcomes. He's had, people with Parkinson's disease who have not spoken in quite some time, and by the end he's got videos of them singing again. So it's really rewarding to see those and exciting.
That is exciting. I also heard you say Iris. Iris is one of our OT,
She is.
and I know she's one of my mom's favorites as well.
Yeah.
She helps with a lot. We want to tell everybody a little bit about what OT can do?
So Iris is an occupational therapist. She does a lot of training within the ADLs. Are you safe using your stove, walking out to the mailbox, getting in your car? So all of those activities that relate directly to the everyday things that we would do, dressing and brushing our teeth, making a cup of coffee, the things that we don't really necessarily think about, but that people that we're treating may have some difficulties with. So she helps really bring them back to their baseline and get them stronger so they're safe doing that within their home.
Yeah, and it's awesome. Our administrator, Kim Hernandez here, who is behind camera today. Hi, Kim. She tells a great story about occupational therapists and how it helped her grandfather. And it always has really touched me because simple. She's talked about how her grandfather had to take so many steps around his kitchen just to make a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And the occupational therapist that worked with her grandfather moved everything to one location, so that he didn't have to walk across the kitchen to get the water and to another spot to get
Exactly.
It's a no-brainer to the rest of us.
Mhm.
And really, it's okay to run around the kitchen for us. But for her grandfather, it wasn't okay. He needed to make sure that he conserved his energy for the important part of walking to the coffee pot and walking back to his chair. And that should be it. That was all he could handle, and it worked. And that occupational therapist made a huge difference in his life just because of something that's so simple to the rest of us.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's so amazing what each one of our clinicians do, and there's so many neat, different ways that everybody can help. Yeah, I know she helped my mom with something as simple as elevating her feet, making sure that her heels weren't in the pillow, they were hanging off the edge of the pillow.
That's right. Yep.
But that's simple. We all have, had a day where you just need to elevate your feet for a little bit, get that blood flowing. I wouldn't have thought of that, but I learned from Iris how important it is.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, so we do have a new program we want to tell you a little bit about too. It's our COPD program. Do you want to give a little overview about the program? And if anybody has any questions about it, definitely send a little note on Facebook. And I think there are asking questions.
Yeah, so our new COPD program, we just started rolling it out. It's exciting. It's the opportunity to help those with COPD, more of a lung issue, some breathing problems, to help give them some exercises and interventions to help make them stronger. So whether we're using incentive spirometry with an intervention, making sure that they're tracking their pulse ox and that type of stuff. So it's a program that we're kind of building with some of the physicians that we have in our area, and we're excited to get it rolled out.
It's exciting, it's exciting. And if any of the physicians that are watching us and would like to use the program, it's called the Breathe Right program. And if you just write that on there, we'll know exactly what you're looking for, and we'll know to make sure we treat your patient with our Breathe Right program. Along with that, we do have another program that we're really excited about that we've had for a while, our CHF program too.
Yes.
That one's
Love
really
the CHF program.
very similar, and that one's called the Heart Strong program. And if anybody has an exacerbation of CHF, please remember us and know that we've had some amazing results with our CHF program. Definitely. And so are there any other notes? You want to read another testimonial, or I know we get them every day.
These are the good things.
Yeah.
So to some of our therapists who treated a patient BS, her daughter called in, just letting us know that they provided excellent care, and they were very pleased with the outcomes for her mother.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Outcomes are what it's all about. We want positive outcomes for all of our patients.
Absolutely.
And we can ensure that with our amazing clinical team. So, all right. Our services help decrease hospital stays, is what Kim is wanting us to remind people about. And it's true. A lot of people who are first sent home from the hospital, if they don't follow up with home health, there are statistics that show that they will often end up back in the hospital.
Sure. It can get a little sketchy, especially if someone's going home alone. That if their family are out of state or if they just don't have any family. So it's important to have eyes and ears on those patients. And we're the extension of that for the physicians, and that's really what we strive to do. So we get clinicians out there as soon as possible to follow up, front load some visits, make sure that, they're stable and they're safe within their home.
Absolutely, absolutely. And along with that, we do have a program here. Is it a 501c3 yet, Kim? Corrine's Food Pantry?
We are working on it.
We filed for it.
Because the government shut down during COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, because the government shut down during COVID, we don't have the actual yet, but we do have a food pantry here.
We do.
And a lot of these patients that are first going home from the hospital don't have any groceries. I mean, they've been in the hospital. What's in their fridge is probably bad by now. And if they don't have the family or friends to go take care of it, that's where we can come in. And they don't even have to be our patient. They
Nope.
can just be somebody in the community that needs some help. And it's called Corrine's Food Pantry. So if you ever need help, just reach out to us and we'll be happy to help you with that too.
Yep. And if you followed Jackson, he said, we need more food, so donate. So might want to listen to him. He's a little pushy.
So Jackson, if you didn't see last week's episode, I had the honor of interviewing a few of the children here, and one of my favorites was definitely Jackson. And Jackson is Mindy's. Somebody else's son. See, I
That would
keep
be
doing
Ava.
That would be Ava. Allison's son, and he made a point of stating that we do need more food for our food pantry.
Yes.
So we are looking for that.
And he is excited to come in and empty those boxes. He tells me every day, Mom, I gotta go to work with you because I gotta empty those boxes, all the food that people brought. So
Aw,
So
let's get that food rolling in.
We have another question. How do we make someone dealing with COPD or CHF coming from the hospital feel better about transitioning from hospital to home with our home care?
fantastic question.
So support, communication and support, making sure that we're showing up in their home when we're supposed to, right away, so they feel comfortable about going home, answering their questions, listening to their concerns.
And along with that, with the current pandemic going on, we are very careful. Our clinicians are wearing the proper PPE to
Absolutely.
protect our patients.
Absolutely.
And the patients are safe when we come to visit. And I think that's something that a lot of people are concerned about right now.
Sure.
And I definitely can see where that would be a concern.
Yeah, absolutely. It's obviously a policy to make sure that they have the PPE that is required to keep not only themselves and their families, but our patients safe.
Absolutely, absolutely. Something we don't mention enough either is that there's zero cost to you, the patient, when you use our services, because we are 100% covered by Medicare. So when you have that Medicare card, give us a call. We'll make sure that it's 100% covered. There's zero out of pocket. So that's always good to know. That's something that not everybody realizes either, because outpatient services are things that you often have a copay with. You
Yeah,
don't have a
sometimes
copay.
medical expenses can be a burden, but medical attention is so important, especially still during COVID. Being in the elderly population that we treat, a lot are, scared to just leave their home to go to the doctor's office, but we strongly encourage to still, maintain your annual checkups and go to your doctor's office, get them on the phone for a telehealth. And then, maybe we can be your eyes and ears as well, because there are other issues still going on, like heart disease and COPD and diabetes that still need to be addressed during this pandemic, and that's really important.
Absolutely, and we do things like diabetes. If you're a newly diagnosed diabetic, we can go in and help explain not just when to take your pills. Your doctor might have told you that. Maybe you're okay with that. but maybe you need help a little bit with your diet, or maybe you need encouragement for more water. Who knows? Whatever it is, our clinicians are going to be in your home. They're going to be able to work with you. They'll be able to look in your fridge with you if we need to, and talk to you about what you're eating. And maybe it's just a matter of drinking more water, and
just help create a new plan, a new,
lifestyle
guide and goal and lifestyle to keep you on track.
And we don't have to stay with you forever. We can
You
get
may
out.
want us to.
We will get out. We're just there temporarily. We'll teach you, we'll train you, and we'll get out. So we want to empower
Absolutely.
them to move forward and continue to get healthy on their own.
That is the goal. Empowerment, for
Absolutely.
sure. Good word.
Absolutely.
Keep
So,
them strong in their own home.
do we have any questions at all yet? No questions
No,
yet.
after one.
Okay, well, if you have any questions, get on Facebook and ask us right away, and we will. So I will re-welcome anyone in that's just coming in right now. We're on two blue chairs. I'm Erin, and Allison was thirsty. Good catch.
Getting ready for football season.
There you go.
Oh yes, yes.
Oh, so who are you cheering for this year? Because I mean, you always had one, and now I'm thinking maybe you're cheering for someone else. Maybe.
That's a way to put someone on the spot there, Erin.
I know. You said nothing was off limits.
Listen, I'm a Patriots fan, which means I'm a Tom Brady fan.
So you're torn.
Yes.
You're torn. You're
We'll see what happens.
what would it be if they combined a Buccaneeriet, a Patriot? I don't know, a Patrier? I don't know how you do that.
You start rooting for the Bucks because Tom Brady is there.
There you go.
So you just start rooting for the Bucks.
I may have season tickets at this
Kim,
point.
why don't you come in and say hi? Come in and say hi. We keep talking to Kim behind the camera, but she won't come in. Silly girl. There she goes. There she goes. So you
We're
remember
behind the
Kim.
scenes today.
She's behind the scenes helping us today. So awesome. So for anyone just joining us, this is Allison Tuson, and she is our Director of Clinical Services here at Hygeia. And so we're learning a little bit more about what it takes to become a 5-star agency. And we've definitely heard some great testimonials from some of our customers or patients. And Allison shared a lot with us today. So
It's exciting.
yeah, definitely. We're still, Kim's writing a note. I think somebody might have a question. What do I need to do if I want home health care? That's an excellent question. Go to the doctor. That's what you need to do.
Call us. We'll help you. We'll do whatever we can to help. Even if it's an insurance that we don't take, call us. We'll lead you in the right direction. We won't steer you wrong.
No, and we can help getting those, whether it's a telehealth visit arranged with your doctor, we can help. So don't worry about that. We can just let us know you need help, and we will point you in the right direction and get you started right away. Absolutely. So I don't know what
I have
that
another
means,
question.
Chris. He's
Hashtag.
making up.
Hashtag.
Oh.
How do we educate our patients to deal with their injury or illness when we no longer see them? So if we're discharging them, how do we educate them to deal with their injury or illness?
So one of the things that Erin said, empowerment, right from the start with home care, we need to start preparing our patient for discharge because we can't be in there forever. So we give them the tools and the interventions. We create some HEP programs for them, which is kind of...
HEP is home exercise
there you
program.
go. Thank you.
Took me a while to get that one.
And make sure that they have the tools that they need to succeed. Do they need a scale in the home, or do they need a blood pressure cuff? Do we need to educate them on how to, check their AccuChecks, or, call in their blood pressures?
Or teach a family member how to do those things.
Certainly.
We can definitely teach family members if the patient themselves is too weak to do it on their own. But not so weak they need to be in a skilled nursing facility. Correct. They're in that in-between phase. We can teach them how to do, the caregiver how to do it as well, which is a huge part of it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So we are starting a new campaign, and it's #Hygeia Cares. So if anybody has anything you're thinking about, add that #Hygeia Cares, and we'll see it right away. Definitely. Somebody, Christopher, I'm sure, is monitoring, scouring the internet for #Hygeia Cares every day. So awesome. So I think that's about it for today. It wasn't too painful, right?
It wasn't.
So
No,
you
it
do
was
this again,
fun.
right?
Sure, why
I
not?
like how I put her on the spot
Can
live.
Allison add something?
Absolutely.
Allison's going to announce our employee of the month.
How exciting!
I am. So our employee of the month, for the month of, what is it, what are we in, July, is someone who's kind of went those extra miles, who has really helped bring a different presence to the company, who we're excited to continue to work with and have on staff. And so that's you, Miss Erin.
What?
What?
What? I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
Aw.
We appreciate everything you do. These campaigns that we do are amazing, and they really bring out the word and what we do. And
Aw.
we know you truly care about the agency and the patients. So
I do.
thank you.
Not only do I care, Hygeia cares. Hashtag Hygeia cares.
I love it.
So, thank you all. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.